Milwaukee, it's 69 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatso, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time 6:08.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Welcome to an extra-large episode of What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. We are together until 8:30 as we lead up to the Milwaukee Brewers game in Las Vegas this evening on the West Coast. You are going to hear from Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Buddy Guy. The blues legend sharing stories from an incredible career and tells us about his upcoming Buddy Guy 90 concert at Milwaukee's Riverside Theater on July 26th. Yes, he has been playing music for that long. And Buddy Guy's classic hit, Damn Right I Got the Blues, that will be the song you need to hear. And there's a TV show pilot happening here in Wisconsin. Brood Awakening is the name of the show. I've been following their progress since last year. You will meet the Brood Awakening creator, Evan Gersh. He's going to join us in the studio with some cast members. Dan Kim, Autumn Madsen, and Colton Klingenmeyer. We're going to get an update on the project and where filming is going to start this month and what is next for Brood Awakening. Plus, I will tell you where to find free live music this week, share an update on Art 64, the winners in Wauwatosa over the weekend, and check in on the progress of Milwaukee's 10-story tall Bob Uecker mural. But we kick things off now with Skylight Music Theater Artistic Director Michael Unger here in the WTMJ studio with me to announce special concerts coming to Milwaukee. Plus, we're going to recap the biggest moments from last night's Tony Awards, since you were the host with the most at Skylight Music Theater's Tony Awards watch party. So welcome back.
Always great to be here. Thank you.
Michael, what is the big music news that you bring us?
So this is such new news that it's not even available on our box office website yet, but it will be.
But we love having you be the first to know, because this was a very special announcement. Yet another reason people should have come to the Tony Awards watch party.
Well, you're the second to know because we announced it last night at the Tony Awards viewing party at Skylight. But this is really the first time we're publicly announcing it. So as you know, we're very good friends with Gary Sinise, and the Gary Sinise Foundation does so much for our vets and first responders. And we do Vets Nights for every production that we have. And Gary did a benefit concert for Skylight about a year ago at the Henry Meyer Festival Park.
Called Skylight Rocks.
Yeah,
it was a blast.
We had 1,000 people there. It was such a blast.
I've not been to a concert where a conga line starts and continues for an entire song through the entire pavilion. It's such a great party band.
Yes. And they're the best cover band, the best party band, and just the nicest people. Of course, Gary is a nicest person as well. So unfortunately, Gary lost his son, Maxx Sinise, to a very rare spinal cancer 2.5 years ago called chordoma. And his son left behind an incredible body of work. He was a composer that studied at USC in the film school in Los Angeles. And before he passed, he was in a wheelchair for many years and had only the use of, I think, his left arm a bit and a few fingers on his right hand. But before he passed, he said to his father, I want to produce an album of my music, which he did. I don't even think he survived to hear the final mix. But they released Resurrection and Revival Part 1, which Mac produced himself. And after he passed, Gary found on Mac's computer, cell phone, Dropbox, folders here and there, just randomly searching and trying to find what might be there that he didn't know about, 2 more albums worth of incredible music. Now, this young man, who unfortunately passed way before his time, had so much more music to write, which we will never hear. But he would write epic patriotic anthems like the likes of John Williams, or a beautiful film scoring like James Horner, who scored Apollo 13 that his dad was in, as well as some jazz tunes and some pop tunes and some esoteric scoring for animated films. I mean, he was a brilliant young man.
What a range.
Yeah, and I knew Mac when he was like probably 3 years old. That's when I started assisting Gary, and I haven't seen Mac sort of since then. But we are honoring Mac and his music with a concert at Skylight on August 28th and 29th, where Gary will be in town. He will narrate the evening, talking about his son's music and his son's journey. And we'll have a 25-piece orchestra on the Cabot stage, accompanied by videos of Mac and of some of sort of Gary's work with Mac. Mac also sat in for the Lieutenant Dan Band as a drummer sometimes. Anyway, magnificently talented young man, gone way before his time. Gary's writing a book called Graceful Warrior about his journey with his son's illness. And the concert is also called Graceful Warrior. And this is the world premiere of this event. Gary and I are working on it right now, working on the script together. But it's a lot of Gary and a lot of Mac, and the music is just incredible. Do not miss it. It is also a benefit for Skylight. So please come to support Skylight, hear Mac's music, and see Gary up close and personal. First time ever to be able to do that with this work.
And I remember last year at Skylight Rocks that we got a sample where the Lieutenant Dan Band performed one of Max Sinise's songs, and it was really very moving. And if I may, you were wonderful last night and played an announcement, an invitation from Gary Sinise. We have that video if you want to see it. You can text the word watch to the Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line, 855-616-1620. Text the word watch to 855-616-1620, and you can see what you're going to hear on the radio right now.
Hi, everyone. Gary Sinise here with some exciting news. My book, Graceful Warrior, comes out on November 10th, later this year. And in the book, I talk about my son, Mac, and how he was a composer, a songwriter, and how much music he actually wrote and tucked away on his laptop for me to find. He suffered and struggled with a very rare cancer, and we lost him on January 5th, 2024. And the book kind of centers around Mac's life and how our family met the challenges that one faces when fighting cancer, and then the grief that follows when a loved one is lost. The music is beautiful, and recently we just released the third album in Mac's Resurrection and Revival series, part 3 of Resurrection and Revival. So we're going to be playing at Skylight Music Theater on August 28th and 29th. We're going to have 2 concerts with an orchestra playing Mac's music from Resurrection and Revival, Resurrection and Revival Part 2, and from Part 3. And it all benefits the Skylight Music Theater. For more information, you can go to skylightmusictheater.org, or you can call the box office. We hope you come out to support the theater, hear some great music, and perhaps pick up a copy of Graceful Warrior down the road. Thank you very much.
Gary Sinise, just what a decent human being, using everything that he can to help people even more. We know how much he helps veterans. Now to help fellow families and anyone who has been grieving or dealing with the cancer diagnosis. My goodness, what a man. And then to know that his DNA lives on in his son. This is just a sample of one of the songs that Max Sinise created called Cloud Surfing. But to your point, Michael, what a range of music this isn't the only style of music that Max Sinise created in these 3 albums.
The range is remarkable. You know, Gary sent me the songs as they sort of released them, and one just beat the other, and they're just, each one has such personality, and the arrangements are glorious by a friend of his and colleague, Oliver Schnee, who did the arrangements. And in some cases, the pieces were not finished, and they found some fragments of melodies, and Gary had Oliver and some other artists piece together Mac's melodies to make into full songs.
Wow.
So it's all started with Mac, and if Mac could finish it, it's finished that way. If he couldn't finish it, Gary found other ways to finish it beautifully.
Fulfill that legacy. What are the dates that Gary Sinise honors his son, Max Sinise, with these 2 performances?
August 28th and 29th, and we hope to make it an event that can tour other theaters, but it will have started at Skylight on the Cabot stage.
How wonderful. I'm so glad that you have such a special relationship. And, creators create. You just can't stop people.
Yeah, well, I started assisting Gary. So I was the first intern, mascot, whatever, at Steppenwolf Theater in 1976. And I was there the day that they painted that basement church theater black. I was there the day we all painted it black. And I hung out and like a fly on the wall, watched every single Steppenwolf member I could get my eyes on to watch that magnificent process. Laurie Metcalf won at Tony last night, watched her in rehearsals, John Malkovich, Terry Kinney, Jeff Perry, Gary Sinise, H.E. Bacchus, Alan Wilde, all these incredible artists who were just a bunch of college chums getting together to do shows in the basement of a church and see what would happen. And the popularity, the skill, and the magical ensemble work that they did, which was not being done very much, I guess. It started in my hometown of Highland Park, Illinois, just an hour south of here. And the popularity of that from our hometown catapulted them to Chicago. And then obviously the success in Chicago catapulted them to New York and, Tony's and world fame. Well, all deserve it. And just incredible artists who really just started trying to do some art when they didn't know what else to do or how else to do it.
A heck of a group of people you've been running with, Michael Unger.
Well, I was in the right place at the right time, I have to say. It was luck. Certainly has a lot to do with it.
Last night was the right place to be for your Tony Awards watch party at Skylight Music Theater, including getting to watch Laurie Metcalf win. So when we come back, Tony Awards hot takes and watch party highlights with Skylight Music Theater Artistic Director Michael Unger. Next on What's on Tap.
Hey, check this out. How about a free dinner at a great place, the historic Fox and Hound Supper Club, tonight? WTMJ's John Mercure here. I highly recommend this great place. When you buy one dinner, your second dinner's free, even on the weekends. Wow. You're going to love the twin lobster tails, pecan-crusted salmon, steak and lobster, pasta dishes, even prime rib on Saturdays, any entree, buy one, get one free, desserts, huge ice cream drinks, buy one, get one free. So de-stress with a cocktail. Choose from 20 bourbons, 120 wines, in the timbered rustic bar, 8 gorgeous dining rooms. I recommend the magnificent all-you-care-to-eat Sunday brunch. Kids and grandkids under 3 eat for free. The Fox and Hounds, tucked into the Kettle Moraine Forest, right near Holy Hill. The summer drive is spectacular. I mean, it's poppin'. A Wisconsin must-see. Escape from your kitchen with a free dinner this weekend, serving Saturday lunch from 11 till 2, dinner at 3 p.m. Tables are open tonight and tomorrow. Google Fox and Hounds, call and reserve.
Saving money on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards. Get your project started right with our huge selection of concrete and mortar mixes. Our concrete products are great for a variety of applications, from installing a walkway to setting a post. View our entire selection of concrete mixes and supplies in store and on Menards.com. Plus, check out the weekly flyer for more great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Getting Ready Rag.
From the now Tony Award-winning musical, man, did they clean up some awards last night. I am joined in the WTMJ studio with Skylight Music Theater Artistic Director Michael Unger, who you have many Broadway connections, and you know how to throw a party. I love that you hosted, I don't know if it was the biggest and best one in Milwaukee, but the Tony Awards watch party inside the Cabot Theater was a great space to enjoy the Tony Awards with a lot of other live theater fans. I didn't realize how much I was missing hanging out at home, watching with some popcorn, instead of really being around people who would cheer and have fun watching.
Well, I'll bet it was the best Tony's party around. And I certainly did not throw this party by myself. Our team at Skylight is unbelievable. Everyone pitched in and threw a really great evening. We had so many great local artists performing. So we had performers in the bar before the show.
Singers, yes.
And then we had them performing on the commercial breaks. It was so fun. And, who better to watch the Tonys with than Milwaukee's home for music theater, Skylight.
Indeed. And people did take it to heart to walk the red carpet. There was a lot of sparkle. There was a lot of glam.
Well, Sandy and Ryan J were hosting and welcoming at the beginning. It was a fantastic
night. We had fun. We had a podcast. And it was just so much fun to actually talk with other theater fans. And I'm thinking
we gave away tickets and stuff.
Yeah. And Daryl and Laura were two of the attendees who I happen to know. And I see them at theater events around, and the last time I saw them, funny enough, was at Skylight Music Theater in the bar upstairs, and they were just getting ready to go to New York to see The Lost Boys purposefully and the Rocky Horror Show revival, and they saw like 3 other shows, but that's how enthusiastic they are to see live theater. They support it here and want to see live theater here, but they also go to Broadway. So it was fun that they came and could actually say that The Lost Boys was as fantastic as everybody was saying that it was.
We had such a great time, and we're going to do it again next year and year after that. So we really want to make this a fixture at Skylight. It was also a fundraiser for us, and it was a blast.
Were there any surprises? I felt like you were hoping Ragtime would win.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in love with Ragtime ever since I saw the original production with Audra and Brian Stokes Mitchell, and that show has, from that moment, been an absolute favorite. not to say nothing of the fact that Aarons and Flaherty couldn't be nicer people. The people that wrote it are just the kindest humans with such range and skill, and they're humble. So they're just good people.
You want those kinds of people.
You do.
Like
and
we
I'm
were
sure,
just talking about how decent Gary Sinise is.
Yeah.
Like you want good people to be successful.
Right. And I'm sure a lot of other Broadway writers are, of course,
nice
a lot of
people
good,
too.
decent people. But just Lynn and Stephen are incredibly, incredibly kind and generous and so talented. I did interact with them when we, the first show we did in Newtown after the San Diego tragedy was Seussical, and they came to opening night, Lynn and Stephen, and it was just very special. But Ragtime is an incredible, incredible show. Written by beautiful writers. Terrence McNally, unfortunately, no longer with us, who wrote the book, but they well deserved to win. And I saw the show, and I loved how Joshua Henry, who won the Tony for Best Performance, credited and mentioned Brian Stokes Mitchell and Audra McDonald as having laid the foundation for the work that he was doing in that show and everyone. It's a stunning production, very different from the original, a very different kind of design. But really, a show you must go to New York and see.
It is interesting with the revivals that for every decade or every decades later, a new mark gets put on it, whether it's modern or just a different take. The Cats, the Jellicle Ball, a good example of that as well, that just completely adapted with ballroom choreography. And I'll tell you what else was fun to watch last night as a group. Even if you didn't have skin in the game because you haven't seen some of the plays on Broadway, man, all the performances, and Pink just really
Pink
brought
was
it and had fun and showcased her singing and her dancing with the Chicago number.
Yeah,
she's the real deal.
She'll be in a Broadway show at some point soon. I'm sure if it's the right match. Obviously, she could I think take her pick of whatever she might want to do. But she was absolutely fantastic last night. She sounded great. She looked great. She was funny.
Yeah.
Humble.
Even just the opening number, because as soon as Neil Patrick Harris walks out, you're like, oh. Boy, he is a really good host. You kind of wish he would, but it was also very playful.
Yeah.
And for, I think, a lot of award shows where the criticism is everybody patting themselves on the back and taking themselves very, very seriously, this was a lot of celebration, but also a lot of encouragement. It is very typical in a Tony Awards speech, acceptance speech, to encourage, hey, if you're watching now, I started this show, Titanic.
Yeah. Yep.
What's her name?
Marla Mindell.
Yeah, Marla Mindell.
Yeah.
I always want to call her Melinda. Marla Mindell, started in a very small theater.
In the basement of a Gristedes grocery store.
Oh, my God.
In Chelsea. Yep, I saw it.
So imagining being Celine Dion actually on the Titanic, a wackadoodle, imaginative idea.
Also, the first woman to be triple nominated for a single show.
Wow.
In history.
Oh,
which is really cool.
See?
And she is a sweetheart
talented
and
people.
Funny.
Well, when I called you on Tony Award nominations day, who were you with? Marla Mindell.
I had gone to see Marla in her show and hung out with her afterwards a little bit. Yeah,
but not knowing she would be nominated. So
right.
These are great
That's true.
circles
That's
that you're running in.
And she was almost teary-eyed every time I think of it. I have to cry because I can't believe this has happened from this idea we had hang out in a bar in Los Angeles to this basement of a grocery store to Broadway to Tony nominations. So
inspiring and believe in yourself. He is Michael Unger, artistic director of Skylight Music Theater, and very well connected in the Broadway theater world, which elevates us here in Milwaukee.
I've been doing this a long time. I'm a lot older than I sound.
It's experience. Well, when we come back, we will play a slice of one of the acceptance speeches from one of your colleagues, and then remind everybody about why Gary Sinise is coming back to Skylight Music Theater this summer. Stay with us on What's on Tap.
Hey, y'all. It's the Rocket Roger Clemens here. Spent a lot of time pitching heat. Years later, the pain in my joints remind me of those days, but I'm not looking to sit still, and I definitely am not interested in going under the knife. That's why I chose QC Kinetics.
Not just for elite retired athletes. QC Kinetics gives everyday folks joint pain relief using regenerative treatments that work with your body to help repair joint damage.
No surgery, no long recovery, whether it's your knees, hips, shoulders, or back. My friends at QC Kinetics will help you get moving again so you can get back to doing the things you love.
QC Kinetics medical professionals will look at your x-rays or MRI to determine if you're a good candidate.
I trusted QC Kinetics to help me feel like myself again, and I'm proud to recommend them to you.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella-certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
This message reaches 1 million people or more every week. Spreading the gospel is more than one voice speaking to 1 million. It is and must continue to be 1 million voices, each speaking to one, pointing them to our friend Jesus.
The Lutheran Hour with Dr. Michael Ziegler.
The Lutheran Hour, Sunday mornings at 6:30 on WTMJ.
WTMJ's Eric Bilstead here. You know, it's been more than 3 years since we got our garage door from J.D. Griffiths, and it still looks brand new. I'm telling you, it's quiet, it's smooth, and honestly, I didn't realize how much of a difference a quality door would make until we upgraded. J.D. Griffiths, they've been doing it for decades. They're local, trusted, and they handle everything. Try the website, jdgriffiths.com/WTMJ. Schedule your free consultation from J.D. Griffiths.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
Welcome back to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world-class. Discover more at visitmilwaukee.org. You are hearing music by Gary Sinise's son, Maxx Sinise. And you will be able to hear a lot more of this special music this summer. Just a couple more seconds with Artistic Director of Skylight Music Theater, Michael Unger, with your very special invitation. What is this fresh Gary Sinise announcement?
So Gary Sinise and I are putting together a concert of his son's music. His son died of a rare spinal cancer 2.5 years ago, unfortunately, but left behind a beautiful body of music, from epic patriotic soaring compositions to quirky jazz stuff to pop stuff and everything in between. And we'll be doing a concert of Maxx music with a 25-piece orchestra at Skylight Music Theater on August 28th and 29th. This is such fresh news. Tickets aren't even on sale yet, but please check the box office, I think, after June 15th, and they'll be on sale then. But do not miss this once-in-a-lifetime event. Gary will be there narrating and with accompanying videos. It'll be a very special evening that has never been done anywhere else.
And what a proud father. That warms my heart. And what a gift that his son left him to discover all this wonderful music. And it's a great reason to join Skylight Music Theater's mailing list, so that way you don't miss out.
Yes.
So skylightmusictheater.org. Michael, thank you for joining me. Thanks for throwing a great Tony Awards watch party at the theater last night, and for being a partner here at WTMJ. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thanks for being such a good friend to Skylight, Sandy.
My pleasure. And stay with us. We are going to meet the Brood Awakening cast. Yes, a TV pilot being filmed here in Sheboygan, and a chat with music legend Buddy Guy. But first, we check in with the WTMJ Breaking News Center. Here is the latest from Jessica Gatso.
Thanks, Sandy. The Milwaukee Metropolitan Sewerage District is moving forward with an independent audit of its wastewater operations. Commissioners unanimously approved up to $100,000 for a third-party review and an advisory committee to oversee the process. The audit follows whistleblower allegations and community concerns involving wastewater treatment facilities operated by Veolia. More new leadership for Milwaukee's troubled public housing agency. The Housing Authority of the City of Milwaukee has named John Larson as Chief Financial Officer. The University of Wisconsin alum returns to Milwaukee after working at the federal level for the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. This comes after Hackham appointed a new Secretary Executive Director last month. Harold Ince Jr. is the former leader of 2 housing commissions in Michigan. The Milwaukee Brewers unveil plans for a new premium seating experience at American Family Field. The team is building the Truss Club, a 20,000-square-foot all-inclusive club set to open for the 2027 season. According to MLB.com, the project includes new premium seats behind home plate and a private club space outside the stadium's right field corner. Brewers officials call it the most significant fan-focused upgrade to the ballpark since it opened in 2001. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. Looks like those crashes have been cleared up for the most part. Still just a bit of a delay on 894 eastbound between 92nd and about 60th Street. And a delay lingering on 94 eastbound, mostly between Hawley and 35th. And time for your WTMJ forecast. Tonight, rain and storms are likely, a low of 64. Tuesday, partly cloudy with a slight chance for more showers, a high of 83. Wednesday, partly cloudy, hot and humid. There's a chance for some thunderstorms, high of 92. Thursday, still hot and humid, and thunderstorms are likely. We could be seeing some severe storms, a high of 90. Friday, partly cloudy and breezy, and not quite so hot, a high of 78. Right now in Milwaukee, it's 69 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatso, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 6:33.
Discover your new favorite city, Milwaukee. Catch a sunrise over Lake Michigan. Sip your way through craft breweries. And dive into a dining scene that's turning heads. From museums and music to thrilling sports teams and buzzing nightlife, Milwaukee delivers all season long. Good things are always brewing on the Fresh Coast. The expert guides at visitmilwaukee.org have everything you need to fully plan every detail. Whatever it is you'd like to do in Milwaukee. Plan your trip today at visitmilwaukee.org.
In an instant, an injury can change your plans, your paycheck, your peace of mind. But the bills don't stop. The calls don't stop. The worry won't stop. Experience and results matter. After 4 decades of fighting for injured people, we know how to win. Because you deserve respect, results, and to move forward. We fight for what's fair so you can get back to what matters most. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
That bathroom of yours, its look has more than worn out its welcome. And a remodeling job? Right now, that's just a little too steep for your checkbook. Well, Lester's Glass Service can give your bathroom a fresh new look, an affordable upgrade that can really produce some pretty desirable results. You could replace that drab shower curtain and install a gorgeous new glass shower door. Why don't you come by our showroom in Hales Corners? And when you get here, we can share with you the myriad of options you have available. Decorative glass, stained glass, beveled mirrors, improvements you may not have realized you could do. This is Stacy Sinks with Les's Glass Service, and glass and mirrors have been our business for over 35 years. You know, my dad Les says, when you're good, you last. So if it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Les's Glass. Les's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lesglassservice.com.
Mark Olson here. Now is the time to declare your independence from the outdated kitchen during the Redo Cabinets 4th of July event. Redo Cabinets, where hundreds of homeowners have discovered the benefits of refacing old kitchen cabinets, celebrates America's 250th birthday. Redo Cabinets, where you'll find premium cabinet facings made here in the USA, and you could choose from dozens of colors, various hardware, and accessory selections. During the Redo Cabinets 4th of July celebration, get $1,776 off your entire cabinet project and a free backsplash, and no payments for 12 months. That's right, no payments until 2027. Incredible savings. Call us today for a free, no obligation consultation. Redo Cabinets, 414-677-6417. That's 414-677-6417. Or visit us online at redocabinets.com. Don't replace it, redo it with Redo Cabinets.
What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
My next guest is more than a blues legend. It is my honor to talk with one of the most influential guitarists in music history, a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee, Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award recipient, Kennedy Center honoree, and National Medal of Arts winner. Buddy Guy helped shape the sound of modern blues and inspired artists from Jimi Hendrix, the Rolling Stones, Eric Clapton, Stevie Ray Vaughan, John Mayer. Those are just a few. Now, as Buddy Guy approaches 90 years old, he is still keeping the blues alive and bringing his incredible talent to audiences around the world, including right here to Milwaukee, July 26th at the Riverside Theater. And damn right, I got Buddy Guy as my guest right now. How are you, Buddy?
Well, as an old man, I'm hanging on, It's catching up with me, but I'm still having fun, trying to make smiles on people's face by hopefully playing a good enough music for somebody to enjoy, and that's what it's all about.
Oh, Buddy, you're so humble. You are one of the most influential musicians, much less in the genre of blues, but you have inspired so many guitarists from back when you started, even now through today. So thank you for showing everybody that creativity doesn't just go away. At age 90, you keep on going.
Well, now don't forget, I have to get it from other people too now. I didn't learn nothing from the book, I tried to learn how to play music before I left Louisiana almost 70 years ago next year. And I went to the music teacher, and I said, I want to learn how to read music, and I played the guitar more. And I had a 7/8 record by Muddy Waters. I had it behind my back, and the teacher said, yeah, I can teach you. Say, I got book one. And when he came out with the book one, I came out with the 7/8 of Muddy Waters' Rolling Stone. I said, I think I got book one. And he looked at me and put it on the turntable. He said, well, I can't teach you that. I said, well, I can't take your class. And you ain't going to believe it. I was here in Chicago, and my brother was still living. He called me and said, Mr. Johnson, the music teacher, is pretty ill, and he told me if I could contact Buddy, tell him I would like to talk to him. And I flew back down and went to the hospital. His eyes was closed, and I said, Mr. Johnson, he said, I think that's Buddy. And I said, I heard you wanted to say something to me. He said, yeah, I just want to let you know I'm glad you didn't take my class.
That's impressive that he recognizes that you have something special. Tell me the first time you ever picked up a guitar and it felt magic to you.
Well, to be honest with you, it didn't feel magic. The first time I had a guitar born in Letchworth, Louisiana, that's out there on the plantation. And the guy with my parents and all the people go get this guitar player every Christmas, and they go from house to house and drank the gallon of wine at everybody's house, and they would go to sleep, and I would pick that acoustic guitar up and see could I play with it. He was playing Lonnie Johnson stuff and all the older stuff. I had never heard of an electric guitar back then. So I would pick it up and try to figure out what he had did, and one day my daddy was sawing logs. There wasn't no power saws, and then it was called, Howard King made a record called Crosscut Saw. You had to pull, I had to pull. And he gave that guy $2 for a guitar that had 2 strings on it. And that was my start right there.
Wow. Well, you come a long way from a $2 guitar with 2 strings. Now on Buddy Guy 90, July 26th, we are ready to welcome you back to the Riverside Theater. You were here a couple years ago at the Riverside Theater, and I love that any Buddy Guy show is memorable because, Buddy, I worked in Chicago radio in the 1990s at WXRT. So I spent a lot of time at Legends, and I saw you. Everybody does residencies now in Las Vegas. And I think you were the first artist to do a residency and at your very own blues club at Legends. And one of my favorite memories is right in the middle of January, you get your guitar and you take it outside and play for people in the street all around the block and then come back into the club.
Well, you have to try to people... It's funny, I don't know if I learned that from a great guitar player in Louisiana named Guitar Slim. He made a big record called Things I Used to Do. And I saw him with a 100-feet cord, and now they got the wireless, remote. You don't have that long wire. And I learned that from him. I said, sometimes you might want to do something stupid, or maybe it's not stupid. Just let people know that you into them. And sometimes I walk out there and let people hit my guitar, and they don't believe it, especially young people. And when they do that, they just jump up and start screaming. That was me. I heard myself play his guitar. So anything to make people happy, because the whole world, I hate to turn my TV on because it looks like everybody in the world, somebody's angry, and half of them don't even know what they're angry about. But music brings smiles on people's face that wasn't smiling until you played the right note or said the right word. That's what makes me sleep better at night.
Oh, that is truly good vibrations that you are continuing to share. And a belated congratulations on your 9th Grammy victory and a new statuette to add.
You.
You're welcome. And I love the title, it sounds like you aren't finished yet. You're still swinging. What's the title of your album? Ain't Done with the Blues. So,
Well, they treat the blues now on your radio like a stepchild. You big. At my age, there wasn't no big FM stations. It was all AM stations. And the disc jockey could play what he want back then. He didn't have a program director that'd give him one big superstar record, and you play that 6 times a day, and you'll never hear the late Muddy Waters, B.B. King. I could go on and on. Howlin' Wolf, one of these great blues players who did it all very well when their record was being heard on the big AM station at least once or twice a week. So, that kind of hurts because the young people don't know who the blues player is until now. When we play the outdoor theaters, you can bring a 9 to 10-year-old kid in there. And I have it all the time come up to me and say, I don't know who you was, but I read why Eric Clapton say you were pretty good. And then they look at me and say, he was right. You are pretty good.
you're still impressing people. Spending some special time with music legend Buddy Guy as he prepares to return to the Riverside to share those guitar sounds with us July 26th. Keep it here on What's on Tap. I have more music performance questions and a movie question for Buddy Guy next.
When I shop St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores, every time I come in, it's like a whole new store. It's because new inventory's arriving daily, all kinds of everything. And let me tell you, thrift store prices make buying easy. And helping others at the same time, that's icing on the cake. St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
With an ever-changing inventory, you never know what great bargains you're going to be able to find at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores. It makes shopping fun because the best finds are the ones you had no idea you'd even come across. And when they're at thrift store prices, it feels good. And it feels even better to know you're helping us help others. Shop St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Staying active, essential for overall health. Proper medical support, essential for staying active. WTMJ's Vince Vitrano for Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Whether it's keeping a weekend warrior like me on the tennis court or keeping young athletes in the game, you want the best in sports medicine, that's OAW. Surgeons, nurses, and physical therapists help you recover from injury, avoid injury in the future, and enhance performance. Get care 7 days a week. Walk right in at an Ortho ASAP clinic or book an appointment online at orthowisconsin.com.
Score big at the International Autos Group in Milwaukee and save up to $15,000 on an exceptional lineup featuring Audi, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, Alfa Romeo, Maserati, and Hyundai. Or get rare 0% financing for 60 months and make no payments for 90 days. Get the service you deserve at a price you'll love at the International Autos Group or at iamilwaukee.com, where our ordinary needs to be extraordinary. Offers on select new models with approved credit. Savings off MSRP.
There's an amazing supper club in Wisconsin Dells, Ish Nala. Nestled among the pines and perched above the sandstone bluffs of Mirror Lake. The beauty, the history, the service, the food, the fun. Hi. This is Bob Prosser, owner of Ishnala Supper Club in Wisconsin Dells. I've been a part of Ishnala since 1973, and I am so proud to continue the tradition that began in 1953. Why not enjoy a brandy old-fashioned in one of our bars, each with a spectacular view overlooking Mirror Lake, or just relax before or after dinner on one of our outdoor decks. Our Ishnala chefs have prepared your favorites: 24-ounce ribeye, cold water lobster tails, North Atlantic salmon, and of course, Ishnala's roast duck. Thank you for making Ishnala Wisconsin's favorite supper club, where the only thing we overlook is Mirror Lake. I'm Bob Prosser, and I want to serve you.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
I'm Sandy Maxx. It is my pleasure to continue this conversation with the immensely talented, influential, and humble music legend, Buddy Guy, from Louisiana to Chicago, playing with the blues pioneers and continuing to blow the minds of modern guitarists. Well, Buddy, what can we expect at your show on July 26th at the Riverside. Are you going to be showcasing some of those influences? Are you going to be showcasing some of your music?
Well, I'm from Louisiana. Do you know what a gumbo is?
Yeah. Tasty.
You know, they put everything in it. That was the thing the white man was throwing away back in the days, and the black people made a gumbo. Now it's the most expensive soup you can get. So I play my music called the gumbo. You know, you're going to get some of everything a Buddy Guy that I can afford to give you. But I never will forget it. Whenever I come, I'm going to never say, I'm not going to give you a taste of Muddy Water or Liquor B.B. King and some of those people who created the music that led me to talking to you today. If it wasn't for them, I don't know if I'd be talking to you because I learned everything from them.
We love you here in Milwaukee. You're just down the road. When I say Milwaukee, do you have any good memories here?
Oh, yeah. I done played quite a few places. I never will forget once I was playing there, it started storming, and everybody was going away, and there was a couple out there with an umbrella. And I was on the stage, and they didn't move, and it started lightning. I said, well, if you don't stand in this kind of weather, I'm going to plug my guitar up and play in this stormy weather. I went on and played 2 or 3 songs for them.
I wonder if that was Summerfest.
That's it. That's what it was.
That's a one hearty couple who love the blues. Is that magic to you if you can just connect with somebody? Is that where the magic of a live performance comes?
Well, you know, I play by watching you. You know, when we start playing outdoors before the sun go down, and even when you play at night, if they light up that front 4 or 5 rows, I like to look in your face. If you got a frown on your face, something tell me, Buddy Guy, you ain't played the right note yet. Just move along, play another note, play another song, sing another lyric. And sooner or later, I see that frown leave your face and smile come on your face. I say, I figured it out. I know what I need to do. I need to bend this string a little deeper.
What a beautiful job you have. Let's talk about you and your guitar playing.
You know, I don't never listen to Buddy Guy. I can't learn nothing on Buddy Guy. That's something I always know. I like to go out and I go to my club every night and I listen to other guitar players, and that's where I get ideas from. So if I'm sitting here in the room and fooling my guitar, I might accidentally run on something, but if I hear somebody else play something, I go and say, let me see, can I find that? And looking for that, I found something else sound good as that, it might be better. So that's the way I go. I've been doing that ever since I fell in love with playing the guitar. I like to listen to other people, not Buddy Guy.
You are a lifelong learner. That is super. And as much as you are connected with the audience and giving smiles, what's a song that you play live where you feel like you truly shine, where we get to experience you?
Muddy Waters record, I'm a hoochie coochie man. I get more smiles out of that than I do anything else. And sometimes they got another one about I love a woman if she's big and fat. And they start laughing. I say, what the hell wrong with that? And then I get a standing ovation, you know.
You get one right now. Buddy, before I let you go, we've been talking music. I do want to ask you a movie question. Oh my gosh. As much as I enjoyed the movie Sinners and the themes it explored and all sorts of things about it, I loved seeing you in the film. That truly was the high point for me. It was such a surprise. It was such a delight. I love that you were part of Sinners. How did that experience come to you? How did that come about?
Well, they brought it to me. I didn't know that. I ain't going to lie to you and tell you I was ready for that. If they came to me and asked me, would I do that movie? And I said to myself, I would do anything to hopefully keep the blues alive. And there's not many old blues players left. If you've listened to me, there's Willie Nelson, Bobby Rush, and Buddy Guy. And Buddy Guy will be 90 years old in 2 months. Bobby Rush is 2 years older than me. That make him 92, and I think Willie Nelson is 94 or something like that. So we talk about this last 4 old blues players trying to keep the blues alive. And I hope I'm answering your question, because, you know, if you look at people, the whole world, if you look at some people, it seems like everybody's mad and don't know what they're mad about. Angry, I should say. But if you play the right note in music, that anger will leave for them. At least when you don't hurt them with that good note and that smile on the face, I say, if you was angry, I made you forget it for that moment.
Buddy Guy, keep spreading the good news of smiles and keeping the blues alive with your influences and now with the influence that you are bringing to people, because as much as it's called the blues, you see it yourself that it really gives joy.
Well, thank you so much, and we need people like you to help me keep it alive.
It is my pleasure. Thank you so much, buddy. We look forward to seeing you July 26th back here in Milwaukee at the Riverside Theater. Take good care.
And make sure you come backstage and I'll give you a shot of my cognac.
Oh, it's a deal. That's a week after my birthday. I will be there.
All right.
Buddy Guy, what a joy and a gift to the music world. If you use the keyword buddy on the WTMJ Siding Unlimited Talk and Text line, you texted the word buddy, B-U-D-D-Y, to 855-616-1620. Text buddy to 855-616-1620. Get the link to that chat to listen to it again and share with your favorite blues fan. And what a joy to know that he's going to be back in Milwaukee July 26th. And proof that Buddy Guy is a blues magician. The song you need to hear. Get ready to turn it up next on What's on Tap.
Is your life stuck in constant stress mode? Headaches, poor sleep, constant tension. Vince Vitrano for Connect Chiropractic, my team that can help, not just mask symptoms, but find the root cause. Connect Chiro specializes in neurologically focused chiropractic care, helping your nervous system function the way it's designed so your body can heal, adapt, and perform at its best. Helping our community live healthier, more energized lives. Go connectchiro.com.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
So I was talking with another real estate agent who has been in the business even longer than I have, with a couple of other big-name companies. He was talking about how it's tough to compete with us because we have good agents and we charge less commission. And he even said that he lost a few listings to us, and it always bothered him because he realized that he was doing everything that we were doing, but he was charging more. We do charge less, and we do everything that a full-service agency does, because we are full-service real estate agents. The only difference is we give you our very best commission rate up front. You do pay for what you get. And with Century 21 Benefit Realty for 1.9% on the listing side of your home, with a cap of $19,000 commission on any size home, you can get full-service experienced agents, MLS marketing, professional photos, even virtual walkthroughs, and everything you get from any other big-name agent, all under the umbrella of the Century 21 brand. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Get inside the mind of Mark Tauscher.
I'm torn on this because I don't know if I want to see another quarterback wearing number 4 or number 12 or number 15.
See the world from his perspective.
I think you'd ever have to get to where it'd be like pi, 3.14 or anything like that.
On Wisconsin's Morning News, every day at 7:50.
That's like back in the old days when I would walk on at Wisconsin, you got the issue gear and it was number 140. Kind of let you know where you're at.
Mark Tauscher, presented by Hello Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ. And now, feast your ears. This is the song you need to hear.
Most blokes are going to be playing at 10. These go to 11.
What a thrill to talk to blues legend Buddy Guy here on What's on Tap, and to get you in the mood for his July 26th concert at the Riverside Theater for his Buddy Guy 90 tour. Yes, 90 and still making great music. This is from his Grammy award-winning 1991 album, the title track, Damn Right I Got the Blues, the song you need to hear on What's on Tap by Buddy Guy.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee. From the Annex Wealth Management Studios, this is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Catch a Brewers showdown with the Phillies Friday, June 12th through Sunday the 14th. Come see the crew and leave with a giveaway as the first 25,000 fans on Saturday the 13th will get a William Contreras bobblehead, courtesy of Nicolay Water. Then, kids own the ballpark Sunday the 14th when the first 5,000 fans ages 14 and under get a Sal Frelick jersey, courtesy of Joy. Score your seats for a can't-miss summer weekend at Brewers.com.
Hey, it's WTMJ's Steve Scavini. Celebrate active aging at the Enjoy Life Symposium. Join Capri communities and adults 55 plus for a free high-energy day at the Enjoy Life Acting Aging Symposium. Live entertainment, a senior fashion show, and speakers like, get this, Melinda Myers and Chef Michael Fecker, the Ukuladies, and Milwaukee's Dancing Grannies. Capri Communities brings it all together for one unforgettable day, Wednesday, June 10th at Elmbrook Church in Brookfield. Register now at EnjoyLifeSymposium.com and to be entered to win a Green Bay game day experience. That's EnjoyLifeSymposium.com.
Mark Reinhardt is IT manager at ACS Group. Mark, your company has had business technology from James Imaging Systems for years. Right out of the blocks, would you recommend James to others?
Yes, I've had nothing but a great experience with James Imaging Systems, and I would definitely want to share that with others.
A great experience in what way?
I think it's just a personal touch. They actually listen to our needs, walking our business, and finding out what solutions we need to do our job better.
James Imaging Systems, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, and digital transformation, adding up to more bang for your business technology dollar.
Yeah, we are absolutely getting a return on investment on the dollars we're spending with James Imaging Systems.
Mark, safe to say ACS Group is happy?
Very happy with James Imaging Systems. People are smiling.
Put a smile on your face with James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com.
Summer always starts with good intentions.
Kids home from school, weekend trips, more time outside.
But somehow the house is in complete chaos by June.
That's why summer is the perfect time to get organized with Inspired Closets.
We create custom solutions for garages, pantries, laundry rooms, and more so your home works better for real life.
And when everything has a place, summer feels a whole lot less stressful.
Visit us today at InspiredClosetsMilwaukee.com.
Inspired Closets.
A wife and husband team.
We're Ted and Pam, owners of Church and Chapel Funeral Homes here in town.
Our family, serving your family.
Church and Chapel Funeral Homes. There's one near you.
Class is in session with straight A's only for this crew.
First pitch to Bowers, and Bowers into left, deep. Johnston's back at the track, gone! Jake Bowers, number 11.
The Brewers head to Vegas to take on the Athletics.
And how about 5 homers tonight for the crew?
Our Brewers Radio Network game day coverage starts tonight at 8:30. We are the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee.
At 7:01, it's 68 degrees. Tonight, rain and storms likely, a low of 64. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Jessica Gatso. The House Oversight Committee is set to interview Bill Gates and Jeffrey Epstein's longtime executive secretary this week.
The interview of Leslie Groff, Epstein's former executive secretary, could offer the House Oversight Committee the clearest window into Epstein's day-to-day activities. Groff helped schedule massage appointments for Epstein before his 2006 arrest, allegedly including some with underage girls, according to records released by the Department of Justice. Her lawyer has denied she knowingly assisted in Epstein's crimes. The committee will also interview Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates on Wednesday about his relationship with Epstein, which began 3 years after Epstein pleaded guilty to soliciting a minor for prostitution in Florida. Peter Haralambous, ABC News.
The top executive of a downtown Milwaukee entertainment district is fired with cause amid allegations of misusing public funds.
Marty Brooks' firing by the Wisconsin Center District Board follows a months-long saga between the two sides related to a feasibility study on a possible convention center hotel, but it was alleged misuse of public dollars, not the hotel study, Board Chair Jim Cantor cited as the rationale behind the decision.
This action is appropriate and consistent with the board's governance responsibilities.
Cantor will serve in the newly created interim chief of staff role and report to the board alongside his role as chair. Brooks has 30 days to contest the board's vote. Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
For the first time, we're hearing from the Milwaukee duo that just cracked a cold case.
For more than 4 decades, she was only known as a Jane Doe. Now we know a woman found in the Milwaukee River back in 1982 was Berlene Trammell. The Milwaukee County Coroner's Office used some of Trammell's tissue, preserved in paraffin wax, to ID her.
Now, it's not the best kind, but it's still one that we can use for DNA analysis without having to disinter those remains and disturb, the body.
Milwaukee police officer Jamie Sermala notified the family.
The last living sister was able to submit DNA, and then a couple weeks ago, we were able to get a result back from Othram, and it ended up being her half-sister.
Jessica Tai, WTMJ News.
Investigators still don't know why Trammell ended up in the river. Milwaukee Public Schools are going electric. District officials unveiled its first wave of new electric school buses as part of a plan to add 150 buses to the fleet over the next 3 years. Superintendent Dr. Brenda Caselius
replaces diesel buses that are currently operating in our neighborhoods. That means fewer emissions at bus stops near our schools and in the communities our families call home.
The first 50 electric buses will hit the road when students return this fall. Federal grants are covering the cost of both the buses and the charging infrastructure. Sports traffic and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 7:04.
Aha! My calculations are correct.
What calculations?
I can finally prove that Penny Mustard has more unique options for recliners than any other store in our solar system.
Well, obviously.
Just look at our showrooms.
We clearly have the best recliners in the universe.
Not universe, solar system.
You mean
that an alien life form in an undiscovered galaxy billions of light years away may somehow offer more optionizable recliners than Penny Mustard? It's feasible.
Seriously?
Maybe aliens are like Penny Mustard and also provide articulating headrests, built-in ports, long-lasting motors, extra lumbar support.
Aliens need lumbar support?
Plus, hundreds of fabric and leather options.
Come on, you really think that aliens exist?
And they sell recliners?
Of course. Area 51 isn't storing UFOs. It's a giant alien furniture store.
Come see why Penny Mustard's recliners are out of this world.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Better versions of what aliens want.
Penny Mustard Furnishing.
At Erickson's Landscape Supply, we have durable, maintenance-free polywood patio furniture and #1 grade treated natural pine Amish-made patio furniture. And we also have a wonderful assortment of concrete benches, statues, and fountains available in a selection you just gotta see to believe. Erickson's Landscape Supply, high-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less, plus a whole lot more. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection or stop on in today. He told us to load 4 yards into his 8-foot bed, but we knew that 3 full, honestly measured yards were going to fill his truck bed to the rim. After we proved that, he told us the other guys had been telling him he's been getting 4 yards in there for years. Honest measurements and honest folks who just want to do you right. So you come back. Erickson's Landscape Supply, high-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law offices. One call, that's all sports desk. The Brewers road trip continues tonight in Las Vegas with the first of 3 games against the A's. Pat Murphy's offense turned out 28 runs in a 3-game sweep of the Rockies.
It's hard to win a Major League game on the road. It's hard to win a Major League game, period. Take nothing for granted. Anybody can beat anybody on any given day, and we happen to come out on top these 3 games. We had a lot of good performances. Vaughn, Mitchell came on strong. Had some great at-bats. Joey Ortiz had good at-bats. We got some aggressive guys that are swinging the bat good and are confident. So,
the Brewers begin the day with a record of 40-23. No Brewers team in franchise history has achieved 40 wins faster than this year's group. Coverage of tonight's game starts at 8:30 right here on WTMJ. And the NBA Finals moves to New York for games 3 and 4. The Knicks own a 2-0 series lead over the San Antonio Spurs. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. Roads are looking clear at this point. No major incidents left and no delays. And time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, rain and storms are likely, a low of 64 degrees. Tuesday, partly cloudy and just a slight chance for more showers, a high of 83. Wednesday, partly cloudy, hot and humid. There's a chance for thunderstorms, high of 92. Thursday, still hot and humid. Some thunderstorms are likely heading into the evening. Some of those could be severe storms, high of 90. Friday, partly cloudy and breezy and not quite so hot, a high of 78. Right now in Madison, it's 73 degrees. In Green Bay, also 73. In Waukesha, it's 73. And in Milwaukee, it's 68 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatso, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time 7:08.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee, a deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Welcome back to What's on Tap. This hour is going to be full of fun. Maybe you already know there's a TV show being filmed in Sheboygan. Well, it's set in Sheboygan. We're going to get all of the details. It is my pleasure to welcome back to What's on Tap the creator of a show called Brood Awakening. Not rude, think brood like beer, B-R-E-W-E-D. And this is Evan Gersh, your third time on the show. How are you? Oh, wait, punch that on button.
There we go. We're live. Okay, we'll do it live.
Welcome back.
Good. Thank you so much for having me.
It has been fun to watch the progress of a TV pilot from idea and hopefulness to now you're going to start filming in 2 weeks.
Isn't it scary?
Congratulations. So Evan, as ever, you never come alone. So you've brought cast members with you. So let's do a round robin of all of our guests. We get to spend the next hour together talking about this show in particular, the process to get it to come to life, and get to know each of you and your performing backgrounds and talents and skills, because it is an exciting time. This is what we've been talking about, with the Milwaukee Film Office and having productions here in Wisconsin. To see it actually happening is something to celebrate. So round robin, introduce yourself, Evan, and then we'll just go right around.
I am Evan Gersh. I'm the creator and producer of Brood Awakening.
I'm Autumn Madsen. I'm going to be playing Sydney Donahue.
My name is Colton, and I play Luke Donahue.
My name is Dan Kim, and I play Andy Park.
Welcome, everyone. And Autumn, I'm going to say, put that microphone closer to you because you're so light spoken. You're colorful.
Not in the show.
Oh, very good. So there you go. Let's go back to the round robin. So Autumn, tell us about your. Well, wait a minute. We got to know what the story is before we start digging into the characters. So, Evan, for people who are hearing this the first time going, oh, this sounds interesting. What is the synopsis? What's the elevator pitch to get somebody excited about watching Brood Awakening?
A professional surfer from Malibu, California, after losing his wife in a tragic accident, packs up his family and they move to Sheboygan, Wisconsin, the Malibu of the Midwest, to help his lifelong friend run a struggling craft brewery. So he takes his family with him, his very sincere, loving, but kind of, off a little bit, mother Louise, his 16-year-old daughter Sydney, played by Autumn, and his younger son Luke, who is a piano prodigy. In real life, too. Yeah.
That has to be fun to cast.
It was really fun. It was great how it all came together, actually. I mean, I've known Autumn since she was born. I've known Dan now since saw him last year in Legally Blonde at the Racine Theater Guild.
Oh, wonderful.
Yep. And Colton playing piano it was through a friend connection. And actually Autumn's mother, Lisa, knew Colton's father, Kurt. And we got in touch. And we met about a year ago at the country club in Racine. And it's been fun times ever since.
This is your brainchild, Evan?
It is. Yep, from the get-go.
When did this idea of West Coast comes to the fresh coast come to you and make you think that it's a deeper story than that? Like, it's a fun premise, but then you have to write at least 13 episodes, right? You have to give everybody a story arc and a reason to be around.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the pilot episode right now, and it's, I came up with it a couple years ago. Just wanted to do what I thought would be a fun idea for a sitcom. And I've always known that the sitcoms that seem to do really well are the fish out of waters, right? So you have.
I thought you were going to say, are the ones set in Wisconsin,
Oh,
like Happy Days.
Those two.
Laverne and Shirley.
I was getting there too. No, it's just those, like, you look at some of like the more recent ones in history, like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? You take Will Smith out of West Philadelphia, you put him in Bel-Air. You go way back to the Beverly Hillbillies, you take the Clampetts out of the hills of Tennessee and you put them in Beverly Hills, right? So these are fish out of water in every sense of the word, and they're trying to find, their footing now in Sheboygan. And just that juxtaposition, it lends itself really well to comedy.
Sure.
I feel like, yeah.
So have you done all the writing? What as creator, that's a really big word. How many different hats are you wearing as creator of Brood Awakening?
A lot. A lot. It's it takes a lot to put on a TV show. It really does. I wrote the script. It's gone through 16 different revisions.
How different is it from the very first script? How much
lot.
has it evolved? Yeah.
A lot,
Is it recognizable?
right? Yeah. Maybe parts of it. I mean, Autumn and I, we were talking about this the other day. Calisconsin was the working title for the show.
What was the name?
Calisconsin.
Oh, like California and Wisconsin,
Yep.
blending it together. Like,
Yep.
I was thinking calisthenics. I was like,
No, yeah,
Did
right?
not age well.
I was
just going to say,
about this. I wasn't informed about this.
Now you know. Yeah. I'm glad you joined us
Dan,
tonight.
that would have changed your mind a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
good luck
You
with
wouldn't
the
have done it then.
Wisconsin thing.
We didn't want to tell him until 2 weeks out. He would have quit, So.
Yeah, Wisconsin. Guys, I don't know how I feel about this. That much is dip.
Let's brainstorm some more. So Calisconsin is now Brood Awakening.
It's now Brood Awakening, and the way that came about was a friend of mine, John Colorado. Hi, John. I know he's probably watching.
Which is a great name, too.
Yes, it is. It's a very Hollywood name.
It's got another state in it.
Yes. He's been working in Hollywood for years. He did Last Man Standing. He's currently working on Shifting Gears on ABC. He's been a great friend and a great mentor for me from the get-go. And he said, hey, buddy, you may want to find a different title. It's Calisconsin doesn't quite work, So kind of went back to the drawing board. And then I was talking to somebody one day and I said, yeah, this family, they're kind of in for a rude awakening. And then it just hit me. It was like rude brood.
Yep.
And then Brood Awakening. That's how it came.
There's some of the best ideas. Just it's that spark.
You got to talk it out.
Oh, and truly, yeah, just keep articulating it and moving it around in the brain and let it come out. Through action comes clarity.
It does. But and to your question too, yeah, I have been wearing so many hats. Financing, getting all the investors in on this and raising the money for it. We had a really great fundraiser a couple weeks ago. When I was first on last year, we were like, hey, we're looking for 20,000 and everything. Boom, we doubled it.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank
and
you.
that also has to feel good that there's an appetite for this show. Anything can be a great idea, but to start getting that excitement and the actual, I want to help you make it. I want to help you make it possible. Get the sets, get all the things that that money affords to start the filming. So when we come back, we're going to talk about what it takes to get this produced and the excitement that you will be filming soon. So stay with us with the creator and cast of Brood Awakening, a sitcom set and produced right here in Wisconsin. Stay with us on What's on Tap.
Save big money on everything for your next project at Menards. Know you're getting the job done right with a level from Johnson Level. They offer a variety of levels, laser levels, and layout tools for incredible accuracy. Get a 48-inch I-beam level on sale now through June 14th. Save big on Johnson Level products at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Picture this, a perfect summer evening, great friends, and dinner on the patio overlooking a beautiful course. That's Racine Country Club. More than golf, it's a place to relax, gather, and belong. A new energy is here, and you're invited to experience it. From great food to unforgettable events, it's a lifestyle built around community. Whether it's a quick 9 after work, dinner with friends, or a weekend with family, Racine Country Club offers something for everyone, year-round. Discover what's new at Racine Country Club. Visit RacineCountryClub.com.
For growing businesses, digital marketing shouldn't be a gamble. If your business needs results, not guesswork, it's time for a different approach. At Margle Media, we deliver real results for businesses in an evolving digital world. Backed by data, guided by strategy, and focused on actionable outcomes. We partner with businesses of all sizes to drive growth locally or nationwide. Set up a free consultation today. Visit us at marglemedia.com. That's MARGLE media.com.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we know you do things your way. So why shop the same retail giants as everyone else when you can easily find the products you need and trust at unbeatable prices? Right now, during our June farm sale, save $2 on assorted Purina horse feed. Save $110 on 192-piece DeWalt Mechanics tool set. And men's work and sport boots are on sale 25% off. Find value on the things you value. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
Welcome back to What's on Tap, where I am joined before they're officially famous, by the creator and cast of Brood Awakening, which is a TV pilot that has been brewing for quite some time now, at least since last year. What did you say, 2 or 3 years ago when you first had the idea, Evan?
I say a couple of years ago. I kind of came up with the idea. Really had the itch to kind of write something, and then just brainstorming about what could be a good story.
But then you made it happen.
Yep.
So again, we'll do a quick round robin so everybody can hear everybody's voices as our conversation kicks in. That is the voice of creator Evan Gersh, and we also have with us...
Hello, I'm Autumn Madsen. I'm playing Sydney Donahue.
And?
Hi, my name is Colton Klingenmeyer, and I play Luke Donahue.
And?
Hello again, I'm Dan Kim, and I play Andy Park.
Oh, we're going to talk about your characters and how you maybe auditioned and what your other theater and musical experiences are. But want to find out, because Evan, you should be very proud of this, to put in the grit and tell everybody how excited you are about this project and hope that they get excited as well. Doubled your fundraising goal. Now you have $40,000 to start production. What does that entail now that you have the funding? How do you build that team? Who else is on the team?
So with that, we have been able to hire on a professional film crew. And it's headed up by Philly Flyboy.
What a great name.
Philly Flyboy, Steve Dubchevsky. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but
that's why he's got a nickname, Philly Flyboy.
Philly Flyboy.
How would we know Philly Flyboy?
He has worked with just about everyone in the biz: Justin Bieber, Black Eyed Peas, Snoop Dogg, T-Pain, T.I.
Mostly music video type work?
He's done a lot of music videos. He's done a lot of television films, and he's from right here in Milwaukee.
Even though his nickname is Philly Flyboy.
He flies all around. I think his middle name is Phil. I think. I'll have to find out.
But I love that you're able, again, to weave in more Wisconsin talent. Yep. And I love that we can be proud of Wisconsin talent who is doing this level of production. It sounds like it will have style to it when you talk about somebody who's had experience working with A-list musicians.
Yeah, he's really, really good at what he does. As a director of photography, and he has a stellar crew with him, camera operators and a DIT and a sound mixer. So we really have, I feel, the best of the best.
And that's what you want when you want your dream to come true.
But you do. You certainly do. And we have been extremely blessed to be able to afford them, and to have them. And it's going to make the show, I think, look that much better.
Cool.
Because really, we have one opportunity to show the people in Hollywood and in the industry our proof of concept, and we want it to be the best it can be.
Well, and you were talking about getting advice about changing the name to Brood to Brood Awakening, something that's catchy from maybe something that wasn't so catchy. But that's Hollywood connections that you've earned throughout your career. What are some of those other inspirations from the West Coast and guidance that you've gotten through that career experience?
Yeah. So also on the show, the gaffer, the lighting director, Antonio Soriano, great guy, found out just a couple weeks ago that he was the lighting director on one of my all-time favorite shows growing up, Unsolved Mysteries with Robert Stack. And when my co-producer
those
and I,
formative years watching that.
Yes, I still have nightmares about it sometimes. No, but when my co-producer and I found out about that, I mean, we're pinching ourselves. But this guy is walking through lighting for our show, on this the set of Shifting Gears, and it's just you get that mentorship. We actually had Autumn and I had a chat with the social media coordinator for the show for Shifting Gears a few months ago. She gave some really good insight on, hey, this is what you should do for social media, so we can incorporate that into what we're doing.
And is that more to build excitement to get the pilot produced?
Go up.
Oh no! Or is that to get the show produced, or also just building an audience so that way more and more people say, "Hey."
Yeah, it's to build an
We're
audience.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's really part of the package.
Yeah.
Really, when you pitch it, we can say, hey, we have, this is the audience that we have built.
Yeah.
From the ground up.
And I feel like there are a lot of people who love to see behind the scenes and the Instagram takeovers and really feel like they are part of it. Fun.
Yes, it's
so you do have to wear all
lucky.
the hats and dig deep and do a lot to make this dream happen. Have you ever worked this hard on one of your projects before?
No. It consumes all my time. It really does. If I'm not working my day job at the airport, I am doing Brood Awakening. And even at the airport, not downtime, I am working on Brood Awakening. Yep.
What a great point that I think not a lot of people realize. Hey, this is his one job, and he won the lottery, and he's just putting it all in.
Yep.
So this is not your only job.
No, I work a full-time job outside of this, God gives me the strength to get through every single day.
You know it, and the talent.
It's just great. I love it, and I honestly would not change anything. I wouldn't trade it in for the world.
We'll take a quick break, and we're going to find out exactly when and where filming will begin. Maybe if it's a secret location, we won't let everybody know and crash. But it is exciting to know that Brood Awakening is coming to life here with us. I have Evan Gersh, Dan Kim, Colton Klingenmeyer. Look at that, got it right. And Autumn Madsen, cast members of Brood Awakening. We'll talk more TV next on What's on Tap.
James, we'll be running this place together for a while. And one day, hopefully, you and your kids will be doing the same.
That's the plan, Dad. And we're making changes so we stay ahead of the game.
Like the new Marty's Pizza Delafield.com?
We've made it extremely easy for both our young and older customers to make fast online orders.
It is really convenient, but if you like to call your orders in, a friendly Marty's Pizza employee will be there to answer with a smile.
Remember Marty's Pizza, right off of I-94 and Highway 83 in Delafield.
And at Marty'sPizzaDelafield.com.
Dad, it's been almost 7 decades, and I think we just keep getting better.
And we've been in Delafield since 1982. We've been very fortunate.
At Marty's Pizza, we do our best to keep prices at a value.
And we stay true to our roots with the tastiest thin pepperoni we can find. 100% of real mozzarella cheese, our very own exclusive sausage, and an almost 70-year-old sauce recipe, both which Marty himself taught us how to make.
Dad, we gotta keep on trucking.
We will, son. We will.
At Associated Bank, we thought about speaking like other banks with hoity-toity names like Total Privilege Pay or something. But we don't speak bankish, we speak your language. When we say 2-day early pay, we mean you get paid 2 days early. $50 overdraft grace zone? That's a grace zone of up to $50 if overdrafts happen. And maintenance fee free account? Well, that speaks for itself. At Associated Bank, we get you. That's why we've got you. Learn more at associatedbank.com/you got this. Member FDIC.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Lazaga for Car Edge. The stress of car buying is finally a thing of the past. Car Edge negotiates with local dealerships for you, keeping your personal info private. With an average of 20 plus years of dealership experience, Car Edge experts know every trick in the book, saving you time and money. No sales calls, no wasted hours playing games at a dealership, just the best deal on the car you want. WTMJ fans get 20% off. Call 414-667-7413 or visit caredge.com/WTMJ for a free no obligation consultation today.
Get the help you need Saturday morning with How To Radio. At 7, it's the WTMJ Fix It Show with David Nason, featuring this week's guest, Siding Unlimited. At 9, plan your dream vacation with the Fox World Travel Show. And at 10, get financial guidance during Money Talk. Contact Annex Wealth Management for an unbiased review of your investments at annexwealth.com. How To Radio, Saturday mornings on WTMJ. What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
Welcome back to What's on Tap, and I am joined by the creator and some of the cast members of Brood Awakening. And you're saying, Brood Awakening, what is that? It is a TV show soon to be. The pilot is being created and filmed right here. And creator Evan Gersh is with cast members Dan Kim, Autumn Madsen, and Colton Klingenmeyer. And we're going to chat more with them after the news. But first of all, it's very exciting, Evan. Filming is starting in just 2 weeks after all these months of preparation. When and where are you filming?
We are filming in Union Grove at a very secret location.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. We are also filming at a school in Racine, very secret location, and a bar and restaurant in Milwaukee.
Is that also secret?
We probably should keep it secret. Yes, yeah. So we don't have people showing up, but
but that creates the buzz. We were just talking about social media buzz. Create real in-person human buzz.
Yeah. They're shutting the place down for us. So we want to be able to kind of crowd control, and, we put a form out for extras, and, so we know who's coming and who's not supposed to be there, kind of thing. So
are there any opportunities for more extras?
There are. There is a school scene that we are filming on June 27th.
Oh.
And if you go to our website, www.broodawakeningtvshow.com, on the homepage, you click on the expression of interest, fill it out, and we're looking for probably about, I'd say, 15 to 20 more students.
Ooh, what's that website again?
www.broodawakeningtvshow.com.
Brood Awakening TV Show. Oh, that's opportunity to be a part of something on the ground floor.
Yep.
And also have fun. All right. Well, we have more with Evan Gersh, creator of Brood Awakening, and the cast members. So stay with us for more about the different characters and the different acting experiences. And we're going to talk about piano music as well. So stay with us on What's on Tap. But first we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center. Because we will be keeping you up to date. There is weather to keep in mind for tonight as well. We are in touch with meteorologist Craig Copleen. So if anything does dust up before the Milwaukee Brewers game at 8:30, we will certainly keep you posted. And from the WTMJ Breaking News Center, we now go to Jessica Gatso.
Thanks, Sandy. New details about a street takeover on Milwaukee's south side. Police confirm one person was arrested, 9 citations were issued, and 5 vehicles were towed on Sunday night. The takeover started near 14th and Forest Home, then moved near 12th and Mitchell. The Street Takeover Task Force is still reviewing whether there were more arrests and citations. A Wisconsin Senate committee is escalating its dispute with Attorney General Josh Kaul and the Department of Justice. Republican lawmakers have issued a second request for records tied to DOJ relationships with outside organizations and attorneys funded by outside groups. Earlier this year, the Senate Oversight Committee accused the DOJ of sidestepping state procedures when it partnered with fellows from NYU's State Impact Center. Kaul has rejected those claims, noting the Wisconsin Ethics Commission found the arrangement legal. Target is recalling baby wipes after concerns of potential bacterial contamination. The Up and Up fragrance-free and cucumber-scented baby wipes showed the presence of 2 types of bacteria. In adults, that can cause infections and lead to skin and eye irritations. But in infants and small children with immune systems that aren't fully developed, that bacteria can potentially cause sepsis or pneumonia. Anyone with wipes should stop using them immediately and return them to the store for a full refund. For the full list of recalled products, text the word wipes to the WTMJ Siding Unlimited talk and text line 855-616-1620. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. Looks like we have a crash on 41894 South. The right lane is closed at the ramp from Beloit Road. Otherwise, roads are looking pretty clear. And time for your WTMJ forecast. Tonight, rain and storms are likely, low of 64 degrees. Tuesday, partly cloudy with just a slight chance for showers, a high of 83. Wednesday, partly cloudy, hot and humid, another chance for thunderstorms, high of 92. Thursday, hot and humid again, thunderstorms are likely, some could be severe, a high of 90. And on Friday, partly cloudy and breezy, not quite so hot, a high of 78. Right now in Milwaukee, it's 68 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatso, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 7:33.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
A great way to add value and curb appeal to your home is with a new LiftMaster or CHI maintenance-free garage door. Hey, it's WTMJ's Greg Matzik. A study by Remodelers Magazine reports that the average return on investment is an amazing 82%. Garage doors ranked first among all home improvement projects. To see Geis's huge selection of doors, visit their showroom in Brookfield, or you can also visit their online showroom at geisdoors.com. Geis has everything from alley doors to custom wood designer doors and everything in between. Remember, for all your garage door needs, you call Geis at 262-784-4250. That number again, 262-784-4250. It's Geis. Visit them online at geisdoors.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
For 176 years, St. Vincent de Paul Society of Milwaukee has been neighbors helping neighbors, working to eliminate poverty and hunger with compassion and dignity. When families face hard times, our volunteers step in. Over 600 trained volunteers ready to meet people where they're at, in their homes. And that's what our Neighbors Helping Neighbors home visit program is all about. Volunteers travel in pairs, listening first, then offering personalized support. They provide families and individuals with things like furniture, beds, food, clothing, and connect them to vital community resources. Help that provides stability during challenging times. These home visits don't just address an immediate need, they help create a safer, more stable future for our families and individuals in our community. Last year alone, St. Vincent de Paul Society volunteers completed nearly 11,000 home visits across Milwaukee County, serving those who need us most. Together, we are neighbors helping neighbors. To learn more about our mission or get involved, visit svdpmilw.org.
Hey, just think about how much your father means to you, or maybe your grandpa. WTMJ's John Mercure here. Father's Day is almost here. Show your love and appreciation. Treat your dad to the all-you-care-to-eat Father's Day buffet at the historic Fox and Hound Supper Club. It's all your dad's favorites for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, including prime rib and homemade desserts. And kids and grandkids under 3 eat for free. Relax with an old-fashioned, maybe a Bloody Mary, a mimosa. Choose from 120 wines, 8 beautiful dining rooms. Your dad will love that patio in the woods. If Father's Day doesn't work, how about taking your dad to the Fox and Hounds tonight? Buy one dinner, get one free. The Fox and Hounds is hugged by the Kettle Moraine Forest. The summer drive, the views are spectacular. Just off Highway 167 near Holy Hill. Reserve your Father's Day all-you-care-to-eat buffet today. It's far less than what you'll pay anywhere else. Google, call, enjoy a free dinner tonight. Serving from 4 p.m., it's the Fox and Hounds Supper Club, the famous Fox and Hounds.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Thank you.
Welcome back to What's on Tap. We are talking TV, not just television, but television being made right here in Wisconsin. And we will do one more round robin if you're just joining us to find out about Brood Awakening. And I have the creator and 3 of the cast members. So reintroduce yourselves to everyone.
Yeah, I am Evan Gersh. I am the creator of Brood Awakening.
Hello, I'm Autumn Madsen, and I'm playing Sydney Donahue.
My name is Colton Klingenbauer, and I play Luke Donahue.
I'm Dan Kim, and I play Andy Park.
And Evan, so we can find out more about these actors, these thespians. Tell us about the premise of Brood Awakening. And we know there's a family involved, but then also how Andy's character is involved.
Yeah, so a professional surfer from Malibu, after losing his wife, he packs up his family and they move to Sheboygan, Wisconsin, the Malibu of the Midwest, to help his friend run a struggling craft brewery.
And there is surfing in Lake Michigan and Sheboygan.
Yeah, there is.
That is truly the Malibu of Wisconsin.
Yep.
So, Dan, we'll start with you.
Oh.
Actor Dan Kim portrays Andy Park. Who is Andy in Brood Awakening?
As Evan said, Andy is Tommy's friend who is trying to keep a struggling bar afloat with, I believe it was Timber Taverns.
And is there any part of you that kind of relates to the mission of trying to keep something going?
I think it's the ambition of keeping my dream afloat or trying to make it come true is what I connect with the most, especially with Andy.
And does Andy have any, he's got a friend in Mr. Donahue, Tommy Donahue. Do you have any nemesis in his life?
Yes, he does have a nemesis. The owner of Timber Tavern, Jack.
And how does that go so far?
Oh, it's going. The two are kind of butting heads a lot, especially since Jack wants Andy to give up the tavern so that they can make a new location for it. And Andy's like, no.
Don't want to give up?
I don't want to give up.
Are you having fun with it so far?
Yeah, you could say that.
And then let's go to the children.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Autumn, tell us about Sydney.
Sydney is like a mix of Elle Woods and Sharpay Evans. She's very she's a social media influencer, so she's very what are the words for it? She's good with the camera. She's very sassy towards her family. Like, she definitely has an attitude. It's fun to play, though, a character with an attitude. They're really fun to play around with.
So do you feel like, Evan, what was your thought?
Oh, I was just letting her go. I was like, yeah, that sounds like Sydney. Yeah, very much.
To hear Autumn describe her character, is that exactly how you envision it?
It was very much. She is this kind of stuck-up brat, if you could say, to really kind of
the
get
character,
right in there.
not you.
Yeah.
No, Autumn is great. She really is great.
So you're not bringing that vibe at all.
No.
Autumn, is very just as the very unlike Sydney, which is great. But Sydney is all about herself, very much caught up in her social status and her appearance and all the things that she has. Yep, that is very much Sydney.
Did you see some of those Sydneys in California when you lived and worked there?
Oh, for sure. Well, you see them everywhere. But yes, you do. They are very much there.
And Autumn, what do you relate to in Sydney? Since it sounds like she may not necessarily be typecast, not necessarily who you are.
No, she's very girly, and she's into fashion, which is really fun. Like, I want to for sure make sure with my wardrobe to make sure that she wears like good outfits and that she's colorful and really fun, at least outfit wise. Yeah, she's kind of like a polar opposite of me personality wise. She's much more, I would say she's a little bit more extroverted too. I mean, if you can sit on your phone and talk to many, many people when you're by yourself, that is something I cannot do. So that's awesome that she has the ability to do that.
What brings that out for you? I dig that that is part of what will help you grow as an actor in this role.
I would say fake till you make it. Like, just kind of making your way through and thinking of how might a person who actually does this as a job would go about doing this.
It's funny you say fake it till you make it. I just read Michael J. Fox's book about how he was cast in Back to the Future and was working on Back to the Future and Family Ties at exactly the same time.
Oh my.
But he said that part of his challenge, you know, when you get thrown into those things is act as if. Like you just can't think. So fake it till you make it. He goes right into the Michael J. Fox act as if. Just get into the character.
Absolutely.
And Colton Klingenmeyer, tell us about Luke, the character that you play. Luke is Sydney's younger brother?
Yep. Luke is he's a lot more of a quiet character. Like he keeps to himself a lot. He has a very strong relationship with his grandma, and he does a lot of piano. Like myself, we have a lot of similar stuff. He's you mentioned he was based around your childhood, right, Evan?
Yeah, I started playing piano when I was probably about 10, and I had a very strong relationship with my grandmother, very close. That was built on faith and everything. So when I wrote the character of Luke, it was probably the easiest to write because it was really based off of me when I was that age.
Aw, I think that's very charming. And Luke, what do you relate to most other than the piano playing? I'm so sorry. Just see, look at that. You're so good at your role, Colton. I just called you Luke. But Colton, other than the piano playing, is there something that you connect with? Do you have a close relationship with your grandmother or other aspects of the character?
Yeah, I do have a strong relationship with my grandma. But, oh yeah, there is that. Actually, a funny thing with my grandma, we keep trying to give her our first piano. My first piano I got from her as a gift. And we keep trying to give it back because now we have like different stuff. And she's like, no, I want you to keep it as a gift and stuff like that. It's really sweet.
Aw. So Evan, as we hear them talking about their characters, is it coming together the way you want it to? Or are you already thinking, okay, here's some notes on the drive home?
We had our first rehearsal last week, and we had Ben, you remember Ben, who plays Tommy, and Autumn and Colton and Bill. You remember Bill? Who can forget Bill? Right?
Bill brought refreshments.
He did, yes. And it was one shy of a six-pack, right? But Autumn and Colton, they did so well, really well. We were talking about it, my co-producer Brad and I, we were talking about it after the fact. Colton kind of shocked us from the sense that this is Colton's first time doing this, and came into the rehearsal and just delivered his lines like he had known him his entire life. Autumn comes from a theater background, so that she's, more natural with this. So, through the year or so that they've had the script and all the rewrites and everything, they've really gotten to know their characters really well. And that totally came through on the rehearsal. It was exciting.
Good.
Yeah. And our next one's tomorrow, so it's like we're going to build on that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. The momentum is happening for Brood Awakening, a TV sitcom pilot that is being filmed right here in Wisconsin and produced right here in Wisconsin, and hopefully on TV screens near you. We will find out more about the future and also about the musical aspects of Brood Awakening. And we'll remind everybody how they can get involved as extras. Stay with us for more Brood Awakening chat on What's on Tap.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting WTMJ.com/contests. That's WTMJ.com/contests. Giving your liver a spring cleaning is easy with Active Liver from New Nordic. Search for Active Liver by New Nordic on Amazon, CVS, Wegmans, or GNC.
We know that the people of Milwaukee are hard workers, that they're tough. But even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
The new fractured boulders we now have in stock are really nice. They're squarer and more rectangular in shape. And they're great for building dry-laid retaining walls. They're much easier to deal with, lock together nicely, and you get less gaps. No wet mortar needed. And we've stocked a multitude of colors. You can use them as an accent item to add character to your dry river or creek beds, too. Erickson's Landscape Supply. High-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential. Visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection. Our organic mulch is comprised of all trees. Most mulch is made from ground-up pallets. And you don't know what might have been spilled on those pallets. Could be chemicals or who knows what. But not our mulch. We're recycling trees. Many species of hardwoods. Cedar, hemlock, light brown, dark brown, mocha, black, red, gold, and caramel. 7 colors to choose from means a mulch to match any exterior. Erickson's Landscape Supply. High-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection.
Recently, a seller that unfortunately ended up choosing another agent called me. She said she made a mistake, and what she was expressing to me sounded like she kind of was bullied into signing with him. Is it typical? Not always, but it will never happen when you hire a Century 21 Benefit Realty agent. I want our agents to be able to look in the mirror and say, I'd want to work with me. Not because they're good at saying what you want to hear or offer the lowest commission, but because of trust. Because if you're not feeling that from your agent, that's a problem. And I don't want that. At 1.9% on the listing side of your sale with our commission capped at $19,000, Century 21 Benefit Realty leads with a very fair and transparent commission structure with maximum marketing that can get your home sold fast and for the best price. And saving money matters, but working with someone who'll tell you exactly what you need to know up front, that creates trust. And that matters too. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
Welcome back to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world-class. Discover more at visitmilwaukee.org and discover a new TV show being created and filmed right here in Wisconsin. I have the creator of Brood Awakening. It's so funny. I looked down at your sweatshirt. I know exactly what the name of the show is, but you're completely on brand. Evan Gersh is in the studio with me, along with Autumn Madsen, Colton Klingenmeyer, and Dan Kim, who are cast members in Brood Awakening. We've talked a little bit about your acting and your relationship to your characters. And, well, Autumn and Colton, since you're playing brother and sister, you two, I assume, had not met before you got cast in Brood Awakening?
Actually, so our sisters danced together. So, I mean, I think when we were younger, too, we both danced. So we kind of knew each other from the studio, which was really fun. So we, knew of each other. I mean, we weren't, besties, but, it was fun enough where, we were comfortable enough being like, hey, okay, we're going to play siblings.
Yeah. Are you doing anything off camera, off script to build a brother-sister relationship, or is that brother-sister relationship in the show probably not something that is warm and fuzzy?
I mean, they butt heads a lot, which is fun to play.
Yeah, during the rehearsals, that was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're also going to sing together, I understand, or perform together. Evan, you talk about growing up as a piano player and that Colton's character of Luke is very autobiographical. Tell us about how music works into Brood Awakening.
So I wrote a song. It's called Somewhere We Belong. I wrote the music and the lyrics. And
I have a little bit of it if you'd like.
Sure.
Okay. I'll play it as you talk about it.
Don't judge the vocals.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why I wanted to ask you. It's I didn't want you to say no, don't play though.
Packed up all the pieces, a life we used to know.
So this is the song that you wrote specifically. Why did you write it for Brood Awakening?
It was something that I think really music, brings a lot of people together, right? And this is really kind of the emotional climax of the episode where brother and sister are coming together and the community is coming together to rally behind Andy and Tommy and everything. So it really ties in well in that.
But you won't be singing it.
No.
Tell us how it fits in. I was just going to say, it sounds like brother and sister
yes. Colton, the first time I heard Colton play piano, I was like, oh my gosh, this guy, he plays piano better than I did when I was that age. Autumn has an amazing singing voice. And so we've done a few rehearsals and both of them have just really, really impressed me. It sounds really nice, really genuine, really warm. Something that's really going to fit, I think, nicely into the show.
How does it feel for the two of you to perform it together?
It's fun.
Yeah. This was really the first time that I played with a vocalist, really. So it's a really new experience and everything.
It's good for you to grow. It's wonderful. Yeah. And to know that it works.
Yeah.
To know the experiment works. And before we take another quick break and tell everybody how they can become an extra, you also have another musical angle, Wisconsin musical angle to Brood Awakening. with a name that people know around here.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, your listeners, may be familiar with Bella Kane.
Yeah.
So
especially in the summertime, all the festivals.
Oh, they are very busy. We are in touch with Rob Harvey, the band leader. Great guy. Talk about their involvement in the show and possibly post-production as well.
Exciting. So again, gathering all this Wisconsin talent from every level of the production to the acting to enhancing the whole experience. Nicely done.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, when we come back, one last chat, and then again, a reminder of how you can keep up with all of the fun, which Autumn has been helping with as well, and how you can become an extra. Stay with us on What's on Tap with Brood Awakening.
Are you ready to become a champion? Oh, yeah, you are. This June, head to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and team up with Bernie Brewer for his awesome $300,000 journey. Grab your rewards card and play your favorite lineup of games to earn entries. Thursday nights, you could compete in the Bernie Winball game for a chance at major prizes. There's no I in team, but there is in win. Play your best during Bernie's $300,000 journey. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hey, it's WTMJ Steve Scafidi.
And Kristen Bry of Point Taken.
What's more important than having a special needs child turning 18 who needs guardianship?
Or helping aging parents plan for long-term care.
Thankfully, the attorneys at Walney Legal Group can help with both.
No intimidating lawyers, Walney Legal provides a customized, friendly experience to help make these processes as straightforward and streamlined as possible.
So whether you're planning for aging parents
or establishing a strong legal foundation for a special needs child, visit WALNYlegal.com.
From sliding framed, semi-frameless, or frameless glass shower doors, to heavy all-glass custom enclosures that can be built to fit any opening, at Less's Glass, we cover all the bases. But our biggest strength isn't only our selection, it's in our installation experience. We've been around nearly 40 years, and you only last that long if your installers leave the job the way your customers expect it to be left. Other places can sell you a glass shower enclosure, and some of those big guys may even be able to do it for a little cheaper. But the question you need to ask yourself is, will the job be done right? So remember, paying for quality only hurts once, but it does feel good when you get what you expect. This is Stacy Sinks with Less's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Less's Glass. Less's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lessglassservice.com.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
One last visit here with the creator and some of the cast members from Brood Awakening. It is a TV pilot that is being produced and filmed right here in Wisconsin. Thank you, Evan Gersh, for bringing this excitement to life. But I hope it is cool to see your idea coming together like this.
It's amazing. It really is a lot of fun.
Filming in 2 weeks. And I also want to mention that for the cast members between Dan Kim and Autumn Madsen, people have seen you two together on stage already. Dan, what show were the two of you in together?
That is true. Both me and Autumn were in Legally Blonde at the Racing Theater Guild last summer.
How fun. Mm-hmm. Are you bringing any dance moves to Brood Awakening?
We could.
Not yet. Not yet. Just
Don't
wait.
give too much away.
I was saying, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
No.
Season 2.
And Amanda, Autumn, you are also channeling your character of Sydney as the West Coast savvy social media gal. You are actually handling the social media for Brood Awakening.
I handle Instagram and TikTok.
And what are those accounts?
Brood Awakening _official, I believe.
Brood Awakening _official.
Yes.
And Evan, in these last moments here, as you continue to build excitement and enthusiasm for Brood Awakening, you do have room for more faces on camera.
If you are a high school student or you look like a high school student, we are looking for about 15-ish, approximately 15 student background extras for our school scene taking place on Saturday, June 27th. You can go to our website, broodawakeningtvshow.com. Right on the homepage, there's a button you can click to fill out a form, expression of interest, and it'll be from about noon to 3 on that day.
You don't have to audition.
Nope. Just it's background atmosphere.
And I've been a background actor. That's how I met one of your other cast members, Christina Oster. She and I were background extras in the pilot of Ozark a few years ago. That was how I got to know her. So I love
Small
the
world.
small world. Exactly. In a good way. Congratulations. BroodAwakeningTVShow.com is the website, and BroodAwakening_official on TikTok and Instagram to keep up with all of the developments. Dan Kim, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Colton Klingenmeyer, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Autumn Madsen, thank you for being here. And Evan, I know we will be in touch.
We will.
Congratulations on all the progress.
You got to come to our screening.
Screening.
Yes.
I might see if I can be an extra somewhere.
Yeah, that would be great.
Thank you very much. We'll keep you updated here on What's on Tap on the latest developments of Brood Awakening. Stay with us for more after 8 on What's on Tap.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Save big on auto accessories at Menards. We have what you need to keep your vehicle looking like new. Give your car the care it needs with spray wax from Turtle Wax. Just wash your car, rinse, spray it on, and dry for the quickest way to a high gloss shine. Save big on all Turtle Wax products. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey, it's WTMJ's Steve Scavini. Celebrate active aging at the Enjoy Life Symposium. Join Capri communities and adults 55 plus for a free high-energy day at the Enjoy Life Acting Aging Symposium. Live entertainment, a senior fashion show, and speakers like, get this, Melinda Myers and Chef Michael Fecker, the Ukuleles, and Milwaukee's Dancing Grannies. Capri Communities brings it all together for one unforgettable day, Wednesday, June 10th at Elmbrook Church in Brookfield. Register now at EnjoyLifeSymposium.com, and you'll be entered to win a Green Bay game day experience. That's EnjoyLifeSymposium.com.
ACS Group has business technology from James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. ACS Group's IT manager, Mark Reinhardt.
I feel James Imaging Systems, being local, I get to meet the people, see the people. They come in and find out what our needs are, and they're just great folks.
Great folks who partner with you and your business.
Absolutely. I categorize James Imaging Systems as a partner because they come in, again, sit down, understand our needs, listen to what things are bothering us, obstacles that we have, and they help bring us really cost-effective solutions.
James Imaging Systems, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation, and business technology expertise to help your business do business better.
That's huge for me and keeps us running smoothly, and we're able to focus on other things for this business.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com.
There's an amazing supper club in Wisconsin Dells, Ish Nala, nestled among the pines and perched above the sandstone bluffs of Mirror Lake. The beauty, the history, the service, the food, the fun. Hi, this is Bob Prosser, owner of Ishnala Supper Club in Wisconsin Dells. I've been a part of Ishnala since 1973, and I am so proud to continue the tradition that began in 1953. Why not enjoy a brandy old-fashioned in one of our bars, each with a spectacular view overlooking Mirror Lake, or just relax before or after dinner on one of our outdoor decks. Our Ishnala chefs have prepared your favorites: 24-ounce ribeye, cold water lobster tails, North Atlantic salmon, and of course, Ishnala's roast duck. Thank you for making Ishnala Wisconsin's favorite supper club, where the only thing we overlook is Mirror Lake. I'm Bob Prosser, and I want to serve you.
Class is in session with straight A's only for this crew.
First pitch to Bowers, and Bowers into left, deep. Johnston's back at the track, gone! Jake Bowers, number 11.
The Brewers head to Vegas to take on the Athletics.
And how about 5 homers tonight for the crew?
Our Brewers Radio Network game day coverage starts tonight at 8:30. We are the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee.
At 8:01, it's 67 degrees. Tonight, rain and storms are likely, a low of 64. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Jessica Gatso. Dozens of people were killed and hundreds more now displaced after a devastating 7.8 magnitude earthquake struck the Philippines. ABC Chief International Correspondent James Longman.
CCTV cameras catching the moment the quake struck, panic sending residents in Davao City scrambling to the streets. Video circulating online shows the General Santos City shopping mall facade sheared off. The earthquake struck just after 7:30 a.m. local time in the sea south of the island of Mindanao. Tsunami alerts rang out as far as Japan and Australia. The USGS says some 15 million experienced moderate to severe shaking.
Some people are still missing after the quake. 2 American pilots were killed in a fiery crash in the Dominican Republic while on their way to the U.S. to pick up their client, a former baseball star. ABC's Matt Rivers.
Officials say the Gulfstream 200 took off from Puerto Rico and had just refueled in the DR. The pilots were then back in the air, bound for Austin, Texas, when they reported an emergency and tried returning to the airport. Yadier Molina, a former all-star catcher for the St. Louis Cardinals, says the jet was headed to pick him up, along with family and friends, and take them back to Puerto Rico. Molina tonight expressing his condolences to the families of those 2 pilots, saying, "This is all so heartbreaking."
No passengers were on board, and it's unclear what caused the crash. A man is under arrest in Appleton for sexually assaulting a child. 26-year-old DePriest McGruder is a registered sex offender. He allegedly told the victim that he was only 17 years old, then met the child in public. Police say the victim is less than 16 years old, and the 2 did not know each other before the meeting. McGruder was arrested on 6 charges, including first-degree sexual assault of a child, child enticement, and grooming. 4 formal charges have not been filed. Police say there is no evidence that other children were harmed. The Milwaukee Metropolitan Sewerage District is moving forward with an independent audit of its wastewater operations.
Commissioners unanimously approved up to $100,000 Monday for a third-party review and an advisory committee to oversee the process. The audit follows whistleblower allegations and community concerns involving wastewater treatment facilities operated by Veolia. Commissioners say the review will be conducted independently of MMSD staff and will examine concerns about plant operations, maintenance, and oversight. MMSD says the findings will be made public as the district works to improve transparency and accountability. Nicer Spencer, WTMJ News.
A Milwaukee landmark is getting statewide recognition.
The Wisconsin Historical Society has added the Mitchell Park Domes to the State Register of Historic Places. The domes were designed in the 1960s, creating a one-of-a-kind structure that blends concrete, glass, and aluminum into the unique shape visitors recognize today. State historians say the domes represent a major achievement in engineering and modern architectural design and continue to serve as one of Milwaukee's most recognizable destinations. Neil Doyle, WTMJ News.
Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 8:04.
You know, Dad, we can't ever change.
Amen to that, son. And I'll tell you what, we'd have a lot of people to answer to if we did.
The fact that things have remained the same at Marty's going back all the way to 1957 is what makes it so special.
And it starts with a recipe for our sauce. It's the original, the same one that Marty taught me. It was there on day one, and it's still here today.
And it's never going away.
James, you stick with that attitude, and Marty's will be around for your kids to keep up their tradition.
And there are other things that make Marty's Pizza special.
Well, you got our untouched original recipe for our pizza sauce, and we have our own sausage made for us with our own recipe. We make everything fresh. Our own meatballs, our lasagna, our dough every day. We cut our vegetables fresh every day.
It's a labor of love.
This is Dick the Dad.
And James the Son from Marty's Pizza in Delafield.
Find out what keeps our loyal customers coming back for generations.
Right off I-94 and Highway 83 in Delafield.
Visit family-owned Ken Michaels Furniture and our in-store design centers where you'll still find beautiful, luxurious, heirloom-quality American-made furniture. Right now, save 30 to 35% store-wide and take advantage of our complimentary design services. Whether you're moving, renovating, or updating, our designers will help your vision become a reality. Visit Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield on Capitol Drive and in Greenfield on Highway 100 to save 30 to 35% store-wide today. Sleep better and save more with mattresses from Milwaukee Mattress and Ken Michaels Furniture. Handcrafted in our Milwaukee factory, our mattresses utilize natural materials like cotton cushioning, which dissipates body heat, Joma wool quilts for warm wintry nights and cool summer evenings, and natural latex providing superior conformability and pressure relief for aching joints. Stop in today at any Ken Michaels Furniture store and save up to 50% compared to national brands.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. The NBA draft begins 2 weeks from Tuesday, and the Miami Heat have emerged as the odds-on favorite to land Giannis via trade. ESPN's Brian Windhorst.
The team to watch here is Miami. Miami would say to what I just said, they go, well, we got Tyler Hero, who is a young player who's been an all-star. We got draft picks, including the 13th pick in this draft. We can give you a pretty good lottery pick in this draft. And Giannis, I think, wants to be in Miami. There's more check marks on Miami.
Bucks owner Jimmy Haslam suggested back in May that by the draft, the team would have a decision on whether to keep or trade Giannis. And the Brewers are in Las Vegas to take on the A's in Game 1 of a 3-game series. Brewers' offense is on fire, scoring 28 runs in the 3-game sweep of the Colorado Rockies. Our coverage of tonight's game gets underway at 8:30 right here on WTMJ. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. All clear on the roads, no incidents and no delays.
Traffic is sponsored by TaybackAttorneys.com. Hurt at work? Call Tayback for the payback. An injury at work may leave you eligible for compensation benefits, including lost wages, coverage of medical bills, or a cash settlement. Call Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com.
Time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight we have rain and storms likely, a low of 64. Tuesday, partly cloudy skies with just a slight chance for more showers, a high of 83. Wednesday, hot and humid. There's a chance for thunderstorms, a high of 92. Thursday, still hot and humid. Thunderstorms likely heading into the evening. Some storms could be severe, high of 90. On Friday, partly cloudy skies and breezy and not quite so hot, high of 78. Right now in Madison, it's 73 degrees. In Green Bay, 71. In Waukesha, 72, and in Milwaukee, it's 67 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatso, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 8:08.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee, a deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Hello, how are you? I am so pleased you are here with me for the extra bonus half hour that we have together here on What's on Tap. We're getting ready for the Milwaukee Brewers game that will start at 8:30. That coverage, thanks to the interesting combination of playing the Oakland Athletics in Las Vegas. So we've got West Coast ball tonight. That's why it starts at 8:30. But I wanted to touch base with you. Got a couple of updates that are fun, including who won Art 64. You know, that is one of my very favorite summertime events, or springtime events. It's early June. In Wauwatosa, Art 64 is the competition outdoor painting, 64 different artists in that bracket style, and you will it down and who won $20,000? What artist won? And also the other cash prizes for second, third, and fourth place. So I will update you on those winners and let you know where they are from. And also the update on the Bob Uecker mural. I have video that I took. And if you aren't downtown and you haven't seen it yet, we will show that on our WTMJ YouTube live stream very shortly. So you can be impressed by this 10-story tall painting of Mr. Baseball. So I'm glad to share that with you because it's been fun to watch the progress. It's if you know where Ward's House of Prime is, you look right at the Wintrust building, that's what you see. So just a block away from the Pfister and a block away from Cathedral Square Park. So that's the area that the Bob Uecker mural is in. I started to say memorial, but it is pretty much a memorial mural. It's a big tribute to Ueck, and boy, I think it's going to get a lot of photos taken this summer. It's just about complete. So I'll get you an update on Mauricio Ramirez's mural of Bob Uecker as well. But I told you, let you know where the free music is happening this week, because that is another great thing about our area, is that there are a lot of weekly free music festivals, including Chill on the Hill is tomorrow in Bayview, right there in Humboldt Park, in the band shell there. And you can get your groove on to Louie and the Flash Bombs with Bright Eyed and Blind. And I give a look to producer Isaac Marquardt. He's a musician himself in a band called Barely Civil. I don't know that Barely Civil is doing any free shows this week, but I always like to give you a look if you're like, oh, hey, that is a good band. Don't miss them. So Chill on the Hill tomorrow at 6:30 in Humboldt Park. Louie and the Flash Bombs with Bright Eyed and Blind. And I also want to let you know about tomorrow is Les Paul's 111th birthday party. It's Music 6S is a wonderful organization here in town. It's music, the number 6 and the letter S. And their whole mission is to get guitars in particular, but instruments to first responders and to help people cope and just kind of have that balance of life and inspire creativity. And it's a freebie. We like free music, and you can even bring your own instruments to donate to Music Success. And it'll be there at the New Berlin store tomorrow from 5 till 9. The lineup, 5:30, The Weary World, 6:30, Awake the Echoes, and 7:30, kind of the house band for What's on Tap. Kitty Softpaw will be performing. So free admission, food, beverages, family fun. Les Paul's 111th birthday at Music 6S in New Berlin tomorrow night starting at 5:30. And also music you can enjoy this week for absolutely free. On Wednesdays, downtown, there is a music series called Heartbeats of the City. And you can enjoy lunchtime music in Red Arrow Park. And on Tuesday, listen to me, on Wednesday, the Zach Petrini Band will be performing there. And something that a lot of people look forward to every single year, Jazz in the Park is back. Kicked off last week, and you'll be able to enjoy Jazz in the Park. Divas take the stage on Thursday. B.D. Greer presents Divas and Jazz. Well, that's going to be fun. And one of those where you take your blanket, spread it out, call your friends, and meet in Cathedral Square Park and just enjoy the city. And hey, you can get a peek at the Bob Uecker mural if you head over there. But so just a great space to enjoy that music. Absolutely free. The music starts at 6 o'clock on Thursday for Jazz in the Park. Divas take the stage. B.D. Greer presents Divas and Jazz. Going to update you on Art 64, who were the winners, and how you can see some of those paintings. Next on What's on Tap.
So I was talking with another real estate agent who has been in the business even longer than I have, with a couple of other big-name companies. He was talking about how it's tough to compete with us because we have good agents and we charge less commission. And he even said that he lost a few listings to us, and it always bothered him because he realized that he was doing everything that we were doing, but he was charging more. We do charge less, and we do everything that a full-service agency does, because we are full-service real estate agents. The only difference is we give you our very best commission rate up front. You do pay for what you get. And with Century 21 Benefit Realty for 1.9% on the listing side of your home, with a cap of $19,000 commission on any size home, you can get full-service experienced agents, MLS marketing, professional photos, even virtual walkthroughs, and everything you get from any other big-name agent, all under the umbrella of the Century 21 brand. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
This message reaches 1 million people or more every week. Spreading the gospel is more than one voice speaking to 1 million. It is and must continue to be 1 million voices, each speaking to one, pointing them to our friend Jesus.
The Lutheran Hour with Dr. Michael Ziegler.
The Lutheran Hour, Sunday mornings at 6:30 on WTMJ.
While you rest on the weekends, we work for you. Wisconsin's weekend morning news with Libby Collins. The latest in news.
In recent days, the story at the Wisconsin Center District has been one of tension.
Entertainment.
This isn't like the Cats I remember when I saw it originally.
Yes, it is zhuzhed up.
And more.
Listening to you explain tarps off may have just made my day. And for the record, my tarp is currently on.
Every Sunday morning starting at 8 on WTMJ. The news you need to know every weekday on Wisconsin's Morning News.
A vote to raise in-state tuition by 2%. This would be the fourth year in a row tuition would go up after a 10-year tuition freeze.
Every time we've talked about in this country making college more affordable, and I mean lawmakers, all that's meant heretofore has been, let's make loans more accessible. That didn't make it any more affordable. It just made it possible for you to go deep into debt.
Yeah.
I could get a loan for a Ferrari. It's not affordable for me.
Only here on WTMJ. What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
Welcome back to What's on Tap. I am Sandy Maxx, and if you've heard me, if I'm going to tell you about something that I think is really cool, and say, hey, I think you should go. It is also nice to have like the bookend of like, hey, I wonder what happened. She was really excited about that and whatever happened. So I was telling you last week, and it's an annual event, the Art 64. So it's now the 5th annual in Wauwatosa. What happens is in the streets of Tosa, it's 64 different artists set up their easels on a Friday afternoon and then all day on Saturday, and they paint outside. Well, it starts with 64 artists, and then because it's bracket style, kind of like March Madness, it gets whittled down and whittled down. So what you get to do as a patron, as the non-painter, as the art lover, you just get to stroll around and watch artists in action. And they have different rounds, and you have about an hour or maybe even 75 minutes to create your artwork. And it's exciting and it's fun, and you can take some home with you. And I just think it's a great way to get people strolling around the city and also getting excited about art and getting inspired. So the cool thing is that not only do they give away $20,000 to the winning artists who are chosen again by patrons like you and me walking around and voting in real time, this year they added more cash prizes for second, third, and fourth place, which means that this really is exciting to see how the arts can bring people together. It can boost an economy, and it can turn you on to lots of people's creativity. And this year's winner, dun, 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 I feel like I need a drum roll, Ana Paula Martins, who was born in Brazil, now lives and works here in the U.S., and she has a degree in chemistry and physics and a grad degree in biology, but her desire and drive to do art was just so much greater than all of that analytical side of things. And she won. If you go to discoverart64.com, you can see the rounds of paintings that got her the win. And her winning painting is just a lovely, playful photo of a child, a little girl playing in a field at, I would say, sunset. Maybe it's sunrise, but just really beautiful artwork of all kinds. And you can browse. You can still purchase art if you want to, but look forward to that next year. It is the first weekend of June, but they'll also have the call for artists because it's 64 artists, but man, I think they got over 300 submissions from all around the country and all around the world. There was an artist from Spain who was painting at Art 64 over this weekend as well. So, and if you want to see the winning painting, that is so lovely. If you text the word watch to the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line 855-616-1620. Text the word watch, and you can see some of the beautiful artworks by Anna, who is now $20,000 richer and gets to make even more art. So again, circle that on your calendar, Art 64, because I expect that it will only just continue to grow and get bigger and better. Such an artful community. And also, while you're there, you can see Mama Rosa, the troll. Instead of a troll, though, a tribute to Bob Uecker. You've heard us talking about and keeping track of the Bob Uecker mural downtown. I will give you an update on Mauricio Ramirez's mural, 10 stories tall. How close is it to being finished? I will share with you. And if you're still on our YouTube live stream, you'll be able to see it too. Stay with us on What's on Tap.
He told us to load 4 yards into his 8-foot bed, but we knew that 3 full, honestly measured yards were going to fill his truck bed to the rim. After we proved that, he told us the other guys have been telling him he's been getting 4 yards in there for years. Honest measurements and honest folks who just want to do you right. So you come back. Erickson's Landscape Supply. High quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection. We did the math. When you buy bagged mulch from the big guys, you pay $50 a yard. Why pay more for inferior mulch? When you buy from Erickson's, you'll get premium mulch for almost half the cost. And you'll see that even our economy mulch is better, for less than half the cost of bag mulch. And either choice is made with premium colorant that lasts longer. Erickson's Landscape Supply. High quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection.
Who doesn't need a seasonal wardrobe update? But who has the cash to always keep their wardrobe updated? Ladies, that's why you shop St. Vincent de Paul. Our women's clothing is always a highlight of our stores, and thrift store prices keep the costs low. It allows you to experiment and also find a hidden gem. St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
Ooh, you're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
For those with a warm weather fashion passion, try St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores, because that's where you'll find a vast array of men's, women's, girls, and boys' warm weather apparel at the friendliest prices. So many choices, and at such a value. You can fill the closet without draining your wallet. Shop warm weather fashions at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Hey, it's WTMJ Steve Cavity. Celebrate active aging at the Enjoy Life Symposium. Join Capri communities and adults 55 plus for a free high-energy day at the Enjoy Life Acting Aging Symposium. Live entertainment, a senior fashion show, and speakers like, get this, Melinda Myers and Chef Michael Fecker, the Ukuleles, and Milwaukee's Dancing Grannies. Capri Communities brings it all together for one unforgettable day, Wednesday, June 10th at Elmbrook Church in Brookfield. Register now at EnjoyLifeSymposium.com, and you'll be entered to win a Green Bay game day experience. That's EnjoyLifeSymposium.com.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Vaughn into the windup in his first offering. Just a bit outside.
And in comparison to just a bit outside, this is all the way outside a 10-story tall mural of Bob Uecker, Mr. Baseball. And it started being painted on the side of the Wintrust building right downtown at Mason and Jefferson, I think is that street. And it's right across from Ward's House of Prime, so a block away from Cathedral Square, a block away from the Pfister, right there in that area. And it has been so fun to see it go from kind of this white space and continue to take shape and see what has become Bob Uecker inside American Family Field. So you see the architecture of the roof behind him, sitting at a microphone, wearing his signature, but not too loud, plaid jacket. And if you text the word watch to the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line, text the word watch to 855-616-1620. We will show you a photo that I took this afternoon, and it is darn nearly finished. Artist Mauricio Ramirez, I just told you to text the word watch, or encouraged you to. Watch to Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line 855-616-1620. But also get to know Mauricio Ramirez and the process of creating this design, but also how do you paint it on a 10-story tall wall and get it accurate, and what's the methodology to do that when he's up on this? He's really just by himself on a boom lift with paint cans. It's fascinating. So if you want to hear our interview with Mauricio Ramirez on What's on Tap when he was starting this process, if you text the word mural, M-U-R-A-L, text mural to the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line 855-616-1620. I think you'll really be interested to hear how Mauricio prepares the design and then is able to get it on the wall. I thought it was going to be a projection. It's a different method. So I encourage you to check out that conversation on What's on Tap. You can text the word mural, M-U-R-A-L. And again, we are showing you the latest from this afternoon from my lunch break. I drove over and took a snap of the nearly finished Bob Uecker mural. I just think this is going to be such a wonderful touch to the city, and it's going to be just something that people really love seeing and will, make your heart grow, because we still miss Bob. It's just not the same without him. His voice really meant summertime and baseball. So it's a beautiful tribute to one of our favorite people in Milwaukee, Bob Uecker. Check out the mural. And again, you can hear that interview with the artist Mauricio Ramirez, who's also the same artist who painted the Giannis mural that's downtown at 300 East Wisconsin. So he's really adding icons to our downtown landscape. So keyword mural, MURAL, on the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. And thanks to everyone who joined me, to Evan Gersh, the creator of Brood Awakening, a TV show pilot that is being created, produced, and filmed right here in Wisconsin. And cast members Dan Kim, Autumn Madsen, and Colton Klingenmeyer. That was a fun hour to spend together. Thanks to Michael Unger, the artistic director of Skylight Music Theater, who came to share the news that Gary Sinise is coming back to Milwaukee this summer. August 27th and August 28th, Gary Sinise will be doing part of some very special world premiere performances of his son's music, Maxx Sinise. And Gary will be here. He will narrate those performances by a 25-piece orchestra on stage at Skylight Music Theater. The best way to make sure that you are first to get tickets for this graceful warrior Gary Sinise performance of Maxx Sinise's music, go to Skylight Music Theater's website and get on their mailing list, because honestly, this news is so fresh that they don't have the tickets, website set up yet. So it is fresh news. So circle August 28th and August 29th. Those are the dates that Gary Sinise will be back in Milwaukee for a very, very set of special performances that will actually be a world premiere. He's hoping to take this show on tour to share the music of Maxx Sinise, his late son. So I'm excited to share that with you. And also, if you missed the chat with Buddy Guy, keyword Buddy Guy, Buddy, just keyword Buddy, BUDDY, text Buddy to 855-616-1620 and hear a chat with a lovely human being and a humble legend, a guitar icon. Text the word Buddy, BUDDY, to 855-616-1620 to enjoy that conversation. Tomorrow, going to get you prepped for Polish Fest on What's on Tap with a special guest. I am Sandy Maxx. Thanks for hanging out with me on What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee.
The cooler's packed, the sun is shining, the